How do you feel about being lifelong single? And what does your relatives, family members, friends or anyone else you know think of that? I haven't finalized my decision, but I have been playing with the idea of building my own Golden Girls. I have asked a few friends, and they all have been interested. Honestly, I think I would still like to do it if I hadn't so. It just seems nice to have a apartment of people that you can count on always. And it doesn't have to be a lot of people. But that way you aren't trying to find stability in a romantic partner. I've been single since 2006 and I'm currently 36 years old. Periodically I get lonely and date, but I'm quickly reminded of why I've been single so long. I just don't do well with that kind of relationship. It's so hard to be that emotionally vulnerable with a stranger, and at my age, it's hard to meet men organically and become friends first. Honestly, the only real reason I'd push for it to work would be to eventually have a family, but I've seen my friends have children and they end up taking on the vast majority of the work and then have the stress and anger of their partner not pulling his weight. I said fuck it and had a baby on my own with donor sperm. I'm doing all the work except when my mom is willing to help out, but I knew that going in, whereas my friends expected more balance and haven't gotten it. I've been thinking on this lately. If my current and I don't work out, I know this is the path I'm taking. Not because of anything other than I know I will do great just being me, but also I don't want to just start hooking up with anyone either. It will do your mental health good to stop stressing about someone else and focus on your life and what you need from it. I know if I tell anyone they won't believe me or think it's a cry for attention and tell me, you will find someone one day, because they won't understand this decision. I may tell a few people, but for the most part one feel like it's best to keep it to yourself. The point is to live the life you want and not be influenced by the decisions other people want you to make. Well, I mean, I haven't made the decision. But TBH, I don't see myself ever dating someone. Not because I'm ugly or something. I just don't see myself dating anyone. But all that matters is that I am happy, right? I am independent. I simply don't want to take care of anyone else unless it is an animal. I always told myself I'll never have children because I simply don't want to spend all my time with them. Because I do know what a baby would need and all. But I just simply don't see myself giving it enough affection and stuff. Same with a partner, I just simply don't want them to be in my way. And sure, not all of them will be in the way. But yeah, later I will just live in peace with my ferrets and Australian Shepherd. And have some weird job. And I have no idea why I prefer to give affection to animals than humans. But it is always like that. I had it multiple times that I would tell this my older sister and she would tell me, but like that you'll never be completely happy. Like, honey, you don't need a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife to be happy. You just need to be happy with yourself. And then she continues to tell me it is my autism. Okay, this seems more like a vent, lol. Thanks for reading. From 16 to 26 I was almost always in a relationship. I had 3 big loves and I thought that each of them was the one. But for the last 3 years I've been single and I absolutely love it. I'm so much happier, I make time for myself and my interests and I love the person that I have become. I feel like I can breathe and I had the confidence to completely change my career. Won't you be lonely? Nope. I am an absolute hoot. I have amazing friends but I love being by myself. And as proven by my last relationship, you can still be lonely when you're not alone. What about children? I know I never want to be pregnant and give birth to a child. I don't particularly want children. If I ever do, I know I would want to adopt. Blood doesn't make my family. Also, I have cats and I like having hobbies and being able to go on holiday at the drop of a hat. And sleeping. Who will take care of you when you're old or sick? I have friends who love me, but I will probably just pay for someone to help me. I don't want to be a burden. You'll change your mind when you're old and it'll be too late. My value as a human being doesn't cease once I turn a certain age. I think I would prefer it. I cannot see myself settling too much and being unhappy trying to make myself happy. That being said, I've also strongly considered that this will totally depend on how my life turns out. I think it can be great when you're financially secure, confident in yourself to be alone and have a great support network. I think a lot of people get into relationships not just because of intimacy but the fear of being alone. So many people lack strong and stable friendships in adulthood, many times because those friendships went on to prioritize their relationships and let their friendships fizzle. Essentially what I am saying is that I can see myself resenting being single just the same, if my life is not in a state where I could enjoy myself. I'm much happier single than I ever was in a relationship. I really don't care what anyone else thinks of that. They can go be happy or unhappy in their partnerships, I'll be over here doing what I want. I am no longer single, but from what I hear from some friends and family I think they aren't very open to this concept of lifelong single. We have discussed this when I was single and usually they say stuff like, then who's gonna take care of you? Won't you be lonely? I'm still in my 20s, but I could happily live my entire life single. I enjoy my own company and have my own dreams. I don't feel any need to pursue a relationship. In the past I've dated a bit, but it's not something I miss. My family hasn't met any of my old boyfriends, but they don't mind. They know I'm content with my own self and that I have a firm grasp of who I am. But I do find someone, it'll be because I want to spend time with them, not because I need them to fill any longing or because it's what people expect. I'm already a sundae with a cherry on top. A future boyfriend would be different dessert of his own, like say a perfect cheesecake. There should be a sub for similar women to speak with each other. I am 26 so still figuring things out, but I feel I might be forever alone by choice. I see my friends married with kids and it makes me never want that situation. I don't want to be in a permanent group project doing all the work. It would be nice to gather some confidence about this decision from fellow lone women.